Welcome to Brilliant Traders. These are the teachings we are going to be handling today. Alright, welcome to Brilliant Traders. These are the teachings we are going to handle today. How to read price action, why most of the traders lose consistency, the importance of previous day high and previous day daily market analysis, how liquidity delivers price action, how market structure shifts, WSS and displacement, daily price action, which is accommodation, manipulation, and distribution, how Tuesday and Wednesday price action creating Thursday movement, London session analysis and execution framework, and what must happen before you enter a trade. These are the things we are going to be teaching on these videos. So calm down, relax, and enjoy this teaching. I want to remove this for now, it's not that much important. If you are going to be talking about previous day, let's start from how to read price action. I have already teach you guys about price action and decision order flow. Let me remove this for now or hide it. I've already teach you guys how to read price action and institution order flow, which is accommodation, manipulation, and distribution. If you are looking at this market structure, what do you think that is happening here? Here is 830, where market starts accommodating. You can see this purple line. This is the purple line where markets start accommodating. Markets start accommodating, manipulates above Tuesday's high. Let me increase it. You can see it over there, Tuesday's high. Manipulate above Tuesday's high and stayed inside this imbalance. This is CB imbalance, and all the bodies of the candles respected it, then distributes to the Tuesday's low. Let me increase it more. This is Tuesday's low. Previous day, this is Wednesday trade, don't forget. And the market start accommodating around 3:30, then 9:30 they manipulate. Let me bring out 9:30 for you to understand what I'm trying to teach. Here is 9:30. 8:30 market start accommodating. 9:30 they manipulate it and start distributing to the main objective. What is the main objective? The main objective is take out Tuesday's low and CB imbalance below it, insufficient imbalance. All these things are going to be explained on these videos. If you want to see Tuesday's high, you can see it over here. This is Tuesday's high and it's already creative report highs. You can see it's Tuesday's, and the above the previous day's high there is imbalance. The markets move above it and start coming down. If you go to 5 minutes time frame, here is 5 minutes time frame, you can see the market clean. You can see how the markets move. Only the bodies of the candles, okay, the bodies of the candles did not move above this Tuesday's high, which is this black line. Hope you are following me. This black line, none of the bodies move above it. It's only the wicks was manipulating inside what this imbalance. What is manipulating and what did I teach you guys about this manipulation? Manipulation is called fake run. I personally call it fake run because it's going to deceiving people that they are going to go up while the main objective is to go down. If you don't know what you are looking at, you will think that the market is really going up when they are not going what up. Manipulation is fake run, or when the market is going outside your target or outside the bias of the day. That is manipulation, and it's only the wick of the candles move inside it. Let me put this out. You can see it's only the wick of the candles. The bodies of these candles was telling every smart money that they are not ready to go up. Everyone should still calm down because the body did not move above it. And it's only three consistent candles that is changing state delivering up that block. I don't want to, I will have a lot of things to teach over here. It's only these three consistent count. You can see it's 1, 2, 3 that change the state they live in of the market structure. 1, 2, 3. Then the next one move, which was big displacement, and the wick of the candle stays inside this imbalance. I'll be teaching on 1 minute time frame for a long time, but now I want to be touching about teaching about other time frame because of I know that you people will be understanding more about these market structures. Over here, over here, you will see that there is still what insufficient imbalance. Here is an insufficient balance, which is called void imbalance. You can call it void imbalance or insufficient imbalance. There is no only this displacement of the candles goes and their bodies is still open. If you bring it out, you can see the insufficient imbalance. There is no word imbalance, and the three consistent candles move above it, and the body stays. This is a lot of information that is passing through on Wednesday thread. I wanted to come live on Wednesday because of one or two things I'm handling over. I did not meet up to come live stream. That is why. But I have no problem. That is why I want to cover it up today, even on Wednesday and Tuesdays and Wednesday. Then I will come Thursday's live stream. Today is Thursday, so don't rush. All right, the market move, manipulate. Let me remove this. Manipulate and enter inside this what insufficient imbalance. You can see it over here. And it's only the week on 5 minute time frame, it's only the week of the candles move above it. Why on 1 minute time frame there is another block and there is short term high that was taken out. This is short term high. This is short term high. After the consolidation, they take out short term high and also move to the imbalance. And the body of the imbalance was resetting the previous day's high perfectly. Then they start distributing. I wasn't even participating of going short from over here because of I was relaxing and kind of to see what is going to happen. They comes down, then give another block, still move up again. After they are moving up, I pick a trade. Why did I pick this trade over here? Here is 12 o'clock midnight. This is blue line. I've already been teaching about this. That is why I don't have to be 12 o'clock a.m. I said all my videos be taking note because of anyone that I've already teach. I will not teach it again because I have a lot of things to be teaching. 12 o'clock. Here is 12 o'clock a.m. on Wednesday trade, which is this blue line. Look at it over here. Let me bring it to right in center. It doesn't come over here. Look at it over here. Then when the market was moving high, because of there is a lot of displacement over here and there's a lot of run over here. And inside it there is still opening imbalance, new day opening balance, which is this yellow line. This is new day opening gap. I'll teach about that, so I'm not going to be teaching about it anymore. New day opening gap, which was on 2nd of June and 2nd of June. You can see it over here. These two yellow lines are called new day opening gap. All these two lines. So there is new day opening gap, there is new day opening gap, and there is midnight over there. There was where I keep my stop loss because of the market is not going to take it out. They can never and never take it out. They can never and never take it out. Why? Why? Because of if you look over here, you will still see weak candle that is making it a key level. This is everything that I've been teaching on this market, on this price action, how you can understand the market correctly. This is key level. After they are pushing high, I start looking out for what key level. I have getting my bias, and now I'm looking at key level to what get the movement. Key level. All right. When the market was still dropping with this speed, I did not wanted to follow them because of there's no confirmation. There's no full confirmation yet, and inside there is still FOMC news. So I want to come down and get my confirmation full time. Then they drop down, give another block, push high. I look at this nearest week candle. That is where my FI goes. They stop there. The bodies respected it perfectly. The next candles open. The next candles open. The body respected it perfectly. The key level. This is key level. I've been teaching about this. The body respected it perfectly. Next one open. They respected it perfectly. Then I enter my trade at this what third one because of they have given me full confirmation which I'm looking at, and I keep my stop loss at the 50% of this new day opening gap, which is this yellow line. This is my new day opening gap. Let me let me just bring it down for you. It was the new day opening gap. I found it on 2nd of June. I've teach about it. Go and learn it if you're interested to know about it. If you're not interested, new day opening gap. If you're interested to know what new day opening gap is, go back on previous videos. I make teachings about them. I have a lot of things to teach. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. That is new day opening gap. The way I find it, it was on 2nd of June, which is Tuesday's trade. And you can see that is where I keep my stop loss. The same thing is still the same thing that is over here. That is gap. So all of these two yellow lines, they are the same thing. Let me change it to blue. Okay, the yellow is still perfect. Then let me type it inside here. That is new day opening gap. At the new day opening gap, I keep my stop loss at the 50% of it. I don't need to move it above it because of even if I'm at wrong, even if what I'm doing is not perfect correct, I don't need to be losing a lot of my profits. Then I measure inside the new day opening gap, 50% of it is where I keep my stop loss. Now, because why did I keep my stop loss at the 50% of it? Not that I'm scared. Even if I do mistake, at least they should take it out. I know we have to look for the next target. There is midnight candle over here. The wick of the candle can move above this. Want to touch this midnight candle. I'm not against of that. If that happens, I'm not surprised because of that is still what I'm looking at. But what I'm very very sure and what I'm trying to know and what I'm very very confident and what I don't want them to do is the bodies of this candle to move above this key level. I don't want the market to move above the key level. I want them to respect the body to respect the key level. The wick is allowed to move above it. That is why my stop loss is still here, is over here. At the 50% of the imbalance. Not that I'm scared. I'm not scared. So after they have moved above it, they keep coming down and give CB imbalance. Then after they give CB imbalance, I add more profits. I add more trade over here. I add more trade over here. After they give this CB imbalance, here is CB imbalance. What is CB imbalance? CB imbalance is an imbalance that forms that must stay open to the reach to the main objective. Which color can show off perfectly? Okay, this color. Let's use. Okay, that is what CB imbalance. That is why I said before you enter a trade, get a confirmation. What is your first confirmation? CB imbalance is one of your first confirmation. CB imbalance. All right. Then I measure the market with FIB. I have getting a lot of questions how to why I don't use FIB for my target measurements, and I want to show you guys how it works. I don't use most of the time. Most of the time I use it. So the reason why I don't use it always is because of I've already getting my target. I've already getting my target, so there is no need. I've already getting my target where I want the market to reach. There is no need for me to be making use of FIB. But you, as a new student, you have to be using this or to be getting out your targets. Then the market start dropping down. After they give CB imbalance, I add another one. Why did I add another one? Because of I want to close the first trade I'm going to be making once they give me once they reach 70% of my targets. I made the first trade that I pick over here. I'm going to close it once they reach 70% of my target. Then hold the next one that I pick over here to reach my main objective. This is the kind of what I mean. Short. I went short after they give me CB imbalance, which was here. Yeah, CB imbalance. Then I'm holding two trade over here now. Here is two trade, which I'm doing on two position. I'm holding on one trade. Okay. Then why did I hold these two trade? Because of I want to close one to save my profit. If you measure from here to here, all my target here is 70. Sorry, let me bring it down. I turn this upside down. Okay. From my entry to my target, here is 70%. You can see it over here. This is the number 70%, which is also at Tuesday's low. I haven't teach it about previous day, how you can use previous day high and previous day low on my channel. Today I'm making use of it. You can see that the 70% of my target is almost as what today's low, and that is where I close my first trade to previous day low. Then the second one I pick at CB imbalance. I keep holding it to the hit the what to the insufficient imbalance. Where is the insufficient balance? This, if you move back, you can see the insufficient balance, and you can see the previous day low. There is insufficient imbalance over here. Below it, there is new day opening gap on Monday's trade. All of those things are still on my trade. That is why I said keep holding them. They are useful. New day opening gap is going to be useful to 5 days, and new week opening gap is going to be useful for 5 weeks. That is why you can see my even on Thursday, new day opening gap is still on my charts. So this is insufficient balance. If you want to see it clean, go to 5 minutes time frame. You have seen it's very very clean. Even if you are confused on this imbalance, there is weak candle over here. This is one of the weak candle that gives two relative equal high. You can see it over here. How I mark it out. I still mark it out because of there is an insufficient imbalance. If you are going to measure the 50% of it to close your profit or as a target, I'm not putting those things on the map because of, okay. From this, you can see the measurements. Then the 50% of it is this yellow gap over here. Let me zoom it more. If you measure the week, this is the week candle. Here is 10%. Okay, yeah, sorry. Here is 0%. Here is 25%. Here is 50%. Here is 75%. And here is 100% of the measurements of this week candle. This is how you use this gang balls to measure every measurement you're going to be making. Here is 10%, here is 25%, and here is 50%, and here is 70%, here is 100%. Then this 75%, this 50% is where I want to mark out. I've marked it out. I want to show you something. You can see it over here, 75%, which is this blue line. I'm going to change the blue to which color? Yeah, yellow. Okay, let's still put it on yellow. Then increase it. Okay. You have already know how I find this, and the 50% of it, which is this 50% of this week, is how I find out the middle. Let's go to the objective. You can see how market delivered perfectly inside it. When this is not, this is outside price buying and selling pressure. This is outside buying and selling pressure. Once you are doing scalping and once you know what you are looking at high time frame, it's very easy to pick an entry and hold it to the reach to your main targets. This is very outside price action. You can see how the market move perfectly to the main objective. And here is 8:30. Market start accommodating. Manipulate as 9:30. Let me push it back. Alright. 9:30 when the FMC news comes, they manipulate the market inside where this imbalance above Tuesday's high. Then they start pushing it down with one consistent candles. You can see consistent candles. I did not wanted to follow the market over here because of I haven't get full confirmation. When they move above it, then they start coming up. I was wondering because of I thought that the market is going to be dropping down after they give another block. I thought that they're going to still pushing down. I stand still, studying what the market is trying to do. My eye first look at this week candles. They still take it out. This first week candle, they take it out. You can see. Then I stay still. My eye goes to the next week candles. All these candles that is forming here, there is no even weak candle over there. There is only 1 2 weak candle that is there. My eyes move straight to this, and all of this new day opening gap is above the weak candles. The body is respected perfectly. But over here, the body did not respect it. You can see the body did not respect it. And why was I confused? And why was I thinking that the market is going to change state the living over here? It's because of the first candle that stopped, the week stop over there, distribute down. Then I wait for the next one to stop at same key level, which I thought that this is going to be key level. This is what you must be doing. I thought that the first one is going to stop over there, but the step one move above it. I did not pick a trade. After they move above it, I still stay still. The last time you shake, did I pick a trade? No. Did I lose money? No. Because of we trade what you see, not what you want. Then the market stays move to the next week candles and the body is respected perfectly. The first candle forms respected, the second one form respected, the third one form respected. That is a full confirmation to pick a trade. Then I keep my stop loss at the 50% of this new day opening gap, which is this yellow line. They give me move straightly. There is no even pressure. All the candles was moving straight in. They give me CB imbalance. I enter another trade. Hold two trade. Why did I enter two trade? Because of the first trade I'm holding over here. I want to close it once they move above 70% of my target and save my profits, because sometimes you're going to be wrong. Sometimes you will think that is what is happening. At the end of the day, they will still goes against you. You lose all your profits. That is why you need to always save your profits. Even if it's small, save it. If you don't want to save it, you are going to lose it. And you are not only going to be losing it, you are going to be dropping down a lot of price actions. Then after they give me CB balance, I hold a trade. I pick another one. They move to 70% of it. I close my first trade. Then hold this one to they moved to the inside where this volume balance. I was forcing myself to close it at the 50% of this imbalance. You know how I bring this imbalance out. I was forcing myself to close it at the 50% of it, but I just hold only one candle. Only one candle move to where 50% of that imbalance. Only one candle. Only one candle. You can say that it's only one candle that stays it. You can see how important the candle, that weak candle over there looks. This weak candle that I mark out, which we measure on 5 minutes time frame. This candle that we measure, and it's only what one candle that stays inside it. So let's move to Wednesday's thread. I'm done with. Okay, let's move to Tuesday's thread. I'm done with Wednesday. The same thing that happened on Tuesday, Wednesday, the same thing that happened on Monday. Just that Wednesday is Wednesday is bearish, while Tuesday is bullish. If you come over there, you calibrate your chart by bringing out Tuesday's 12 o'clock a.m. Yes, Tuesday 12 o'clock a.m. is almost inside here. It's almost inside the new week opening gap. So that is why it did not sit on my charts. You can see it's 12 o'clock a.m. New York time. Let me be increasing those things and try to increase my right up. Okay, good and fine. See it over at 12 o'clock. I should have marked it out. But the reason why I did not mark it out, I should have at least mark it out. The reason why I did not mark it out, why? Because of this is new week opening gap. These two gaps that forms on 31st of May is still on my chart. 31st of May is still on my chart till now, and the market is still respecting it perfectly. I mean this gap, these two gaps, you can see it over 31st of May, 31st of March. It's still on my chart. It's still useful to me because of what I'm doing is price action. Then after I've marked it out, I don't need to mark it out again because of there is still line over there. So the same thing I'm going to be using at 12 o'clock midnight is the same thing I'm going to be using at new week opening gap, and it's the same thing I'm going to be using at new day opening gap. So there is no need for me to be marking it out when there is weekly gap over there. Don't forget to change your time to New York. If you are a new student or if this is the first video you're watching over here, change your time view settings. Change it to New York. If you don't change it to New York, it can never and never work for you. I don't care wherever you live. I don't care who teach you. I don't care whoever teach you about these stuffs. If you change it to New York, even if you are living at Canada, once it's 5 o'clock over here, it's going to be 5 o'clock to you. Once it's 5 o'clock to anyone that is Germany, it's going to be 5 o'clock to anyone that is UK. It's going to be 5 o'clock to anyone that is any country. Our general time in this United Traders community is New York. That is the time I'm teaching. And the time is very, very, very important. If you remove time to strategy, my strategy is useless. Like it's fucking useless. It's fucking useless. That is why time is very, very necessary. And if you are looking at whenever I'm talking about here, I'm teaching it price action and institution order flow. So time is very, very necessary. Then after you have calibrated your market out, So you don't need to be marking out 12 o'clock out because of there is already information over there. Then what you need to mark out is 7 o'clock where market starts. 7 o'clock a.m. where New York time starts. So after you mark 12 o'clock a.m., you still mark at 8:30. 8:30. After you mark at 8:30, you still mark at 9:30. There is question that comes to me on live stream. The last time I do live stream, so someone asked me questions. I'm going to answer here. He said that I always mark at 7:30, 8:30, and 9:30. Does that mean that I'm going to be trading 7 o'clock and trade 8:30 and trade 9:30? No. It's only I'm looking for one piece, only one trade. Once I get the one trade, I'm done. That is it. If I find it at 7:30, I'm done. All the thing I'm going to be doing on trading is what doing studying. So that is it. Let's move back to Tuesday's trade. Mm-mm. Then after you have calibrated your chart, I want to see mark out previous day, which is Monday trade. This is where 12 o'clock Tuesday started, and this is previous day high on Monday. Let me change it to black. Monday's high. Monday's high. See it over there. Monday's high. You can see it. Then after you have marked out Monday's high, you still mark out the low. This is the low. But this low is not more than much necessary. Why? Because it's relative equal. That is why it's not that much necessary. Hope you are hoping me. The nearest low that forms at first basal liquidity is this. This is the one you are going to be making use of, not this. So I want you to understand. This is relative equal, so you have to mark out the nearest one. But if you still want to use this, you can use it. But to me, I love this one. This one that is not does not have any pattern. That is the one I'm looking at, and that is where my eye is going to. Monday's low. This is Monday's low, and this is Monday's high. We are making use of them on previous day market. Here is Tuesday, where market starts 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock a.m. All right, here is 12 o'clock where market opens. Then they start moving at the London session. I'm not talking about London session. So I'm teaching New York today. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Everything happens like a film, but actually it's not a film. It's just as it is. 12 o'clock, 7 o'clock, the market start accommodating. Like I said on Wednesday trade, 8:30 is where market start accommodating. Sometimes it start from 7 o'clock, sometimes it start from 8 o'clock. Then 9:30 again, they manipulate it to where Monday's low. And you can see again how the bodies respected it perfectly. It's only the week of the candles move above it. If I draw your attention back to the teaching I teach on Wednesday, 5 minutes time frame, you can see also how the bodies respect it perfectly. It's only the week of the candles move above it. The same thing that happens over here is the same thing that happens on Wednesday, the same thing that happens on Tuesday. It's the same thing that happens on today. The same previous day high and previous day low. It's the same thing I'm teaching on it over here with what real price action and institution order follow. I don't want to be teaching about power of trade over here because I've made about 3 or 4 videos about power of trade. So if you haven't watched the video, go and watch the video. Once I'm done with teachings, I'm done with it. Then I move to the next ones. I don't need to be being on one teachings for the whole days because there's a lot of things I'm going to be teaching over here. We have on my teachings underscore PN session underscore Dancy session underscore NMG underscore TH. That is my full teachings. So I haven't even touched a lot of things, a lot of them. The only thing I'll be teaching on these videos since I opened this channel is underscore Dancy underscore AMG underscore PNT. So there's still more features I haven't teach. But with this one that I'll be teaching on, it's very very good for you to move on because if you know what you are looking at, you will still be doing it. So back to the teaching. There is no time. The market starts accommodating from 8 at. Anyone that goes short, they will take it out. Anyone that go long, they will still take them out. That is the meaning of accommodation. It's a choppy day. So let me just give you a bonus on how we teach it for the new students. This is the example of accommodation. This is the example of accommodation. And this is the example of manipulation. Which is this blue line. And this is example of distribution. Which is this yellow line. So this is how the market, this is what is price action, and this is the main thing that is on my chart, or that is on my book, or is on my diary. Accommodation, migration, and distribution. uh, on one of my video I do examples how the market opens and how it closes. I show you guys something like this. So something like this. Markets, once markets open, even if they are going to go up, they will first comes down. Even if their mind, or if they want, what they want to do is to go up, they will first comes down. After they comes down, then they will start going up. After they are going up, they will comes down and close somewhere else over here. This is how every candle forms, and this is the real move of the market. The market will first was accommodating, no interested movements. Then after they have accommodated, they will start pushing down. Let me bring it so that you can understand what I'm trying to do. Let me bring it with another color. And the reason why I haven't do live stream all this while because of the last live videos I do give me low views, about 20 something views. That is why I'm very very angry. And if this one I'm doing again give me low views, I will stay 1 week or 2 weeks out of live stream. So if you like what I'm doing, like, share, and subscribe. If you don't like it, it's not any of cup of my tea. I will not do anything to I will stay offline 2 weeks because of my mother always tell me that direct wisdom to where it's supposed to be so that you'll be valued. So if my if my knowledge and my wisdom is not valued to you, then I will pick it up and hold it by myself because it's valued to me. So the reason why I'm not nobody is paying me on this channel, and I'm doing it for my private students. So if you think that you are wise, or if you think that you're not going to be making price on this knowledge, then leave it. But if you really like it and enjoy what I'm doing, just please like and subscribe, comment. That is all I need from you. Then I will still be doing live stream consistently for you. But if you don't like it, just watch it and leave it. Or you can comment that it's not working. If it's not working, you can comment it's not working. So I'm not against of that. But if it's working, you comment it's working. And if you are confused, you still comment where you are confused. Alright, this is where the market opens, which is accommodation. They manipulate, which is this blue line. After they manipulate, they start distributing, which is this green line. Accommodation, manipulation, and distribution. Inside these two, three colors, which one do you like? Which which price action do you like over here? Is obviously going to be this green line. If you are trying to pick any trade on this yellow line, you are a civilian. You don't know what you are looking for. You are only trading what you want. You are a pure civilian. You don't know what you are looking for. If you are trying to pick anything over here, which on this blue line, well, you are I don't know. I don't know whoever will call you, but you are not a smart traders. But if you are trying to pick something over here on this green line, you are a pure brain traders. You are smart monies. And one thing about this teaching is that the yellow line comes first, the blue line comes second, and the third one comes third. So the only person that is going to be benefiting it is the person that will last, that is not trying to chase the market. That is why my motto of this channel is we trade what you see, not what you want. If you are trading this yellow line, you don't see anything. You do not see anything. I don't care whatever you see. I don't care whatever you trade. Even if you make a profit, you just get it by luck, and it's gambling. If you trade this yellow line, you still gambling it. The only what I'm teaching over here since I opened this channel is this green line, which is the distribution, the main objective. I'm not teaching fake run. I've teaching you how to avoid fake run, and I've teaching you how to avoid accommodation, which is this yellow line. So if you are going to go when you are still on babysitting floor, when you are still trading markets naked, naked of markets, I don't know if you have experience of it. If you apply that on your chart, on this, if you apply that on your chart, you will see exactly what I mean. Not this, sorry. Okay, see it's over here. Each candle that is forming, you see that the same thing that I'm saying over here is the same thing that is happening. When I was still 20 years old, that is when I started doing this trade. This is how I started trading. I did not started with candlestick. Market opens, comes down and push, then stop somewhere. Each candle that is forming over here, even if it's bearish or it's bullish, that is where they start. It opens, comes down and distributes, stop somewhere. And that is exactly the same thing I give you example. Where is the color of something I showed? It's lost. And that is example of what I showed you guys from this. I'm not trying to save time. I'm trying to teach you something you don't know. So if you are in hurry, you can leave the video. If you want to learn, stay and learn. So when I was still 20 years old and we are still trading on baby city floor, I don't trade with candlestick and I did not learn everything I'm teaching with candlestick. This is how I started learning it. I still want to draw the same thing I draw out. Mhm. You can see the same thing that I'm teaching over here, the same thing that is still working over here. The market opens, comes down, and distributes. It opens, comes down, and distributes. Over here, what is the main move? Oh, this green is not that much obvious. I don't like it. Okay. What is the main move over here? Is it which one do you like to trade? Is it this accommodation or this manipulation or this manipulation or this distribution? Is it this yellow line or the blue line or the green line? Everyone that is like to trade is this green line. And when are you going to getting it? Is when you have patience. A wise man always said a patient dog always eats the fattest bone. The hardest bone or the fattest bone, whichever you want to say it. As you can see it over here. This market first open, accommodate, then manipulate. All the dogs that are trying to eat something over here, they are eating small bone. They are eating small bone. It's only the patient dog eats the fattest bone. Then they stop somewhere. The same thing, accommodation. Let me zoom it well. The market open, comes down, then goes up and close somewhere. I know you have not seen this. If you have seen this, good and fine. If you haven't seen it, this is what is happening. Accommodation, manipulation, and distribution close somewhere. Accommodation, manipulation, and distribution close somewhere. Then it forms another candle. That is how the candles forms. If I'm to take you to the recent candle that is forming currently, I want to show you something. Just see what the candle is doing. It have go up. Do you see? The first formed, the first go up. Let's see. There is not even any movement over here. That means they are going to come down. They have come down. Okay. Let's see where it will stop. I just want two candles to form. After the two candles, then I will move to the main teaching. Which which one forms first? Is this one. Which second one form is this one? And this is the last one that form. Then they close somewhere or else. Which one is the biggest? Is this one. Which is this the green line. Another one is forming. The first form over here goes up and comes down. The biggest is the last one that forms. Then they close somewhere. The first accommodate, manipulate, and distribute. Let's move to the main teaching. I'm done. Cause I'm. How long have I been in this live teaching? Yeah, okay, HTML. So don't overdo lives. Once you miss first stage setup, you move to the second one. Once you miss the first one, you move to the second one. Don't do high risk management. High risk management always key account very very fast. Very 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 fast. What is happening? Network. Very 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 fast. High risk management keys account very 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 fast. Mm-hmm. Back to Tuesday's high. Once I'm done with Tuesday, then I will just talk a little bit about Tuesday's trade. I'm done because I don't want the video to be that much long. This is Monday's. Okay, 12 o'clock is 12 o'clock. You can see that the same thing that is happening on those candles is the same thing that is happening over here. The market open first, comes down and goes up, which is the same draw that I bring. Then the same thing I'm dropping over here. You can see how big. This is the biggest movement that happens, which is this green line. The biggest movement that happens. The biggest movement that starts is with this green line. After the accommodation, they manipulate. After they manipulating, they distribute. So that is the thing that is happening. I don't want the video to be long. So it's almost 40 something minutes now. I don't want it to be that much long. This is PM session. Yeah, it's from 12 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Okay, good to 1:30. All right. I know that you guys are not familiar with this PM session because of I haven't teach much about PM session, but I just want to teach it because of I'm already teaching about new day opening gap and new day opening low. All right. First candles forms. The first setup that forms was around 11:30. The candle respected the previous days. You can see it over here. They respected the previous day low on Monday, and we are on Wednesday. They still respected the Monday's own, and there is imbalance over here. Tuesday should be inside here too. Because yeah, I know what I'm saying. When I say Tuesday should be there, Tuesday should be there. Where is Tuesday? Tuesday should be there. Tuesday's high. Tuesday's high. Tuesday should be there. Okay. When I say Tuesday should be there, Tuesday should be there. Because the Tuesday should be inside that imbalance. That is the institution. I want to change this Tuesday to okay. Let me just write it up. Tuesday. Tuesday's low, not high, low. Then because of Monday is there, I want to demarcate the line of Tuesday's own. Then Monday is straight, Tuesday is when I say Tuesday is there, Tuesday is supposed to be there too. Alright. The first candles form. This is Wednesday PM session, which is on 11:30. And you can see how this market looks like. Previous day hype and previous day low. They are very, 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 very delicious. They're like salt in soup or salt in meal. They are very, very delicious. The market, the first one opened after this consistent candle. The bodies respected Monday's high, then comes down, give an imbalance, still push down, and this the next one, which is these two up close candles, still respected Tuesday's low. After they give all this CB imbalance, this is CB imbalance. You can see that there is no body of candle inside it, which is the full confirmation. The next one forms and stop at the Tuesday's low. If you look at left, you see a weak candle that is giving you key level. What did I teach about the key level? The body should respect it perfectly. That is a confirmation. They drive you down to Tuesday's low again. Perfectly. The same analog, that is why on my videos I always say there's nothing new under this game. Everything that was is, everything that is was. Everything that is happened today have happened before, and everything that is happened before is going to happen today. If it's not happened today, it's happened the next day. If this setup did not happen on Monday, wait for it on Tuesday. If it did not happen on Tuesday, wait for it on Wednesday. Even if you work two times in a week or three times in a week, only trade that three times. Avoid those days it did not work. You trade what you see, not what you want. key level, weekly gap, Tuesday's gap respected perfectly to the hit to the Tuesday's low. They push it high. Where did they push high to? To this void imbalance. Here is void imbalance. There is no body of candle inside it. They push it to the void imbalance, and the body is respected 50% of it perfectly. This still comes down again. Phew. To where? To where? To where? To where? Students, to where? To where? This I've teach you about this week candle, and you was here when I mentioned it. You can see it. It worked perfectly even on PM session and PM session and New York session. They work perfectly. They push it down. First one was we have 50% of this candle, and second one drop down to this imbalance. If I'm going to pick a trade again, you can see after they give us give me, if I'm going to pick a trade, first profit should be at the 50% of that week. Second one is inside this volume balance. But on this kind of a trade, I'm not going to be picking two trades at the same time. No, one is enough for me. But even if I want to pick a trade, the next one I'm going to pick is on Tuesday's low, because once they move above it, I'm going to bring my stop loss here, then pick a trade again. And this is another imbalance that gives you a confirmation. They still do not touch it. They just come down to the Tuesday's low. They come down. After they come down, they push high again. Move, 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 move. 130, 130. They comes down, relax at the imbalance. Start pushing high. Give us CB imbalance for a confirmation that they're going to go up. After the CB imbalance, they keep pushing high to Tuesday's low. Tuesday's low, yes, Tuesday's low. They did not touch the Tuesday's low. They drop down for relaxing. Push it high again. Take out previous day low. Move to the imbalance and did not take out Monday's high. They comes down, push down, and comes down. Everything was moving perfectly, perfectly and beautiful. It still goes back to the what? New week. But if you don't know what you are looking at, you will be chasing all the movement. You'll be chasing all the movement. Even that CB imbalance is still important if you draw it more. Because you know it's not any imbalance that I point you out, screenshot is because of everything that I point out is going to be is market is going to be respecting them. Oh god, I don't know what I'm going to say. After they respect that imbalance, they give us CB imbalance and push down, push down. I want to shock you now. I want to show you that all these movements, I was following all these movements. Let me bring that as a description. Trading description. Okay, it's not on this trading view. You could have seen it's not on this trading view. You could have seen that I closed my profit was below over here. I think it should be here. Or not on this trade. Okay, it's on Nasdaq, not on this. The same thing that is happening over here. You can see the same thing that is happening over here. The same thing that is still happening. Let me show you something. Ah, it's not coming out. So I think here is enough for me to stop the live stream. So if you still want me to be doing live stream for you, and if you like my teachings and you're enjoying what market is doing, just like and subscribe, share my video to your friends. So I will know that there's people that is watching it. That I will know that my wisdom and my knowledge is value to someone. But if you are not doing it, if you are not sharing it as I'm not enjoying it when I come to my video that I waste my time and very very expensive It's very, very expensive. When I say it's very, very expensive, I know how cheap I passed. I know how sleepless nights that harm me before I get this knowledge. But I'm sharing it to you free on this YouTube. So that is part of price I did on my own. I still spend a lot of money because of that. Some of knowledge I even bought. Some are not useful, some are useful. The one that are not useful, I throw it out. So the one that is useful is the one that I'm teaching you over here. And if it's useful to you too, and you like what I'm doing, share my videos to your friends. Once I get more engagement on these videos, I will still bring out more knowledges, more experience. I know that you are passing through heart attack. You are passing through pressure. I know the kind of pressure that you are going through. It's the same pressure that I was going through when I was 20 years old, because I don't know all these stuff that I'm bringing out here for you. When I was still trading, when I was still sitting at baby seat for trading raw markets, taking that support and resistance work, taking that SMC work. But those things doesn't work perfectly. It doesn't work perfectly. But if it's working for you and you like your own, okay, fine, continue with yours. But if you like this one and you enjoy what I'm doing, please like, share, and subscribe. Share it to your friends or share it to your social media so that I'll be happy when I comes in and see more people, that new peoples. It will give me more joy to be doing this more. Thank you. God bless you. I love you all. More kiss, more love.